Well, I'm not going to compare myself to you, but as we're, yeah. Here it is, Super Bowl 58 Radio Row, Las Vegas, Nevada. I've said that a lot of times this week. It's been a tremendous week, and we're being joined by host of PFT, one of the fastest growing shows on television anywhere. Actually, you can refer to him as psychotic 49ers fan, Chris Sims. PFT second, 49ers fan first, apparently, heading into this week.
You're coming out personal with me. Yeah, no, I mean, I think you guys know how much respect I got for the Chiefs and love the Chiefs, and I really do. I love the Chiefs. I mean, but my best friend is Kyle Shanahan. He is the head coach of the 49ers, right? I'm rooting for the 49ers 100%. Now, doesn't mean I'm picking them to win the game, right? You know, it's my duty as an analyst and my job to call it like I see it as far as X's and O's, scheme, stuff like that. So I don't let personal bias. I told you who I'm rooting for, but I don't let that pick the game for me. I don't do that.
Yeah, but is Kyle Shanahan still going to answer your texts?
Well, no, I'm going to get crap from their family and some of our friends, college friends. I picked the Eagles to beat them in the NFC Championship game last year, right? And listen, I heard it from everybody. And I was like, guys, like, just because I picked them, that does not mean I'm not rooting for you. This is my job. This is what I got to do. All right. So, yeah, that's I'm going to hear it. And it definitely does make me nervous. I know my buddy Kyle Shanahan understands, so I'm not worried about him. It's, you know, some of the other people around our relationship that I know will get affected by it.
So how did the Chiefs get here? We saw the problems with the receivers, most drop passes in the league, lining up off sides, just not being able to find that trust with Patrick Mahomes. How did they figure that out and get here and adapt to that?
It's first off incredible. Let's just start there, because teams don't play B- football for a full season and then go, you know, it's New Year's and we're going to be a Super Bowl team now. We're just going to snap our hands and we're going to be perfect on both sides of the ball. Like, that does not happen in NFL football. So that is incredible to me. I have been saying it for the last month. I picked you to lose against Buffalo. I picked you to lose against the Ravens because I was just like, they got dumb crap disease. They've been doing it all year. It's going to have to show up again. That's what my history in football has showed me. Unfortunately, it has not happened. And I think here was my thing, like in late November when people were on my podcast, I always got questions. What can the Chiefs do? I said, stop pretending that you're like the 2019 Chiefs. Embrace the ugly. Embrace who you are right now this year as a team. Defense, not that great in the pass game. Run the ball. Got a great quarterback. He can manage the pass game, be a little conservative that way, and play that way. And I feel like they embraced the ugly after that Christmas Day loss. And now it's been a little bit more of what I'm talking about. And, of course, you guys are here in the Super Bowl and dangerous as hell.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about it all week. We've asked people this. Do you, if you're a GM, if you're Brett Veach, do you want to continue this path that the Chiefs are on, this defensive team, this second-ranked defense that maybe doesn't have the receivers that it had with Tyreek Hill was here, or even a Sammy Watkins? Or are you trying to, as my colleague here, Noah, always puts it, put some hustle behind this muscle, get the Ferrari out on the Autobahn? Or are you comfortable building to the strength that they have now going forward with a Patrick Mahomes?
Well, I think the good thing is it's built. Like, what else are we going to do on that side of the ball? Damn, everybody's freaking good. Maybe you need a D tackle to go along with Chris Jones or whatever. But I think that's the cool thing about what people are missing with the Chiefs, and what I keep telling everybody, like, you better just sit back and enjoy the ride, because they ain't going nowhere you won the Super Bowl last year as the youngest team in football.
Yeah.
So now it's like you can dive into, okay, so let's start get the sizzle. Or, the big buck, big bang for your buck type of guys on the offensive side of the ball. I would think they are going to go out and be a player for a big-time receiver. And they're definitely missing that. They need another receiver. I am a believer, I love the approach of, our quarterback's great, right? So he'll cover holes on the offense and we'll build things around it. I get that, but there's a fine line, right? And, this is my problem with Buffalo. It's all Josh Allen. There's never anything. He doesn't have a Chris Jones or L'Jarius Sneed to help him on the other side. He doesn't have a Kelsey, of course, right? So that's where, to me, like, yes, go all in. Your guy is an elite quarterback. Go something a little more elite there, and it's going to make you guys even more dangerous because now everyone's going to be like, whoa, that defense, whoa, that offensive line. Oh, my gosh, and the firepower they have. Where do we even start to defend this team?
Now we're talking.
Yes, and talking about getting into the nuances of the receivers and the problems, the issues that they were having. How difficult is it for a receiver to diagnose coverage post-snap? Because we saw a lot of times a post was called, there's a middle safety, and they run the post, and Mahomes is throwing a 9 route. Go, run to the open area.
Yeah.
How difficult is that for a receiver
post-snap?
Well,
it's not that it's difficult. I just think it's new to some guys at a lot of time. And especially in college football has gone backwards, right? I mean, they don't do anything anymore. They're literally like, what do I have to look at the sideline every time and go, tell me what to do, coach? What is this play? Right? So they're not used to doing anything on their own. Right. That's where it drives me crazy. Oh, the spread is spreading out throughout the NFL. Bull crap. The spread sucks. Anytime I see the spread, I go, oh, this team's going to lose. Like, it's not going to happen. Right. So that's where I just think it's about the reps. It's not that hard to do, but the defenses, of course, are way more complicated in the NFL. They disguise to the last second. They can sometimes play 2, and it looks like, oh, is this a lazy 1 single safety or is it 2 and all that? But I think the more reps these guys get, they'll get it right. And they're getting it right, as we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Chris, one of our viewers here, John Harrison, says, I like Chris because he drops F-bombs on his podcast all the time.
Right.
So with that being said,
Am I allowed to here?
Well, I was going to say,
Chris Sims unbuttoned. You got to get it on.
Give us a good assessment of Sunday's game that ends or involves like the best F-bomb you've dropped. Today.
Well, I mean, you heard me a little bit, right? I mean, hey, the 49ers, I think at their best, if they both play A+ football, are better than the Kansas City Chiefs. We haven't seen that, though, in 6 weeks. And then the other side of this story is the fucking magic of the Chiefs has shown up again. It's unreal. What we're watching, I love it. I really do. I love Mahomes and Kelsey and the Taylor Swift thing. Everybody kiss my ass with all that crap. If she's ruining your game when you're watching it, you got problems. Go lay on a couch and get a psychologist. I don't know why she would be ruining. We want to see what? Some idiot with his face painted as we go to commercial break or like what? Like, come on, get over
these
it.
handsome guys back here, all three together. I mean, that's a graphics department. Use that quote, get a graphic made with Chris Sims on it right now.
Defense is great in Kansas City. We know that. I worry the 49ers have not played their best ball. Like I said, you guys got it rolling. And I just look at the 49ers defense and go, man, they have to do something drastically different than they have the last few weeks, or Mahomes and Andy Reid are going to have their way throughout the day. And that to me would be one of the things to watch early on. Are the 49ers more aggressive? Are they trying to trick it up more? Right? That is, they were too simple, and you saw the Lions and Packers move the ball all over the field on them.
Yeah, you said you picked the Bills and Ravens. I picked the Bills watching as a Chiefs fan, like we have a show back in Kansas City, and I had to be honest and say, I think the Bills are playing better right now.
Right.
They went from the 11 seed to the 2 seed, but when it came to once they beat the Bills and it came to the Ravens, I said, everything tells me the Ravens are a better team, but I'm just going to say Patrick Mahomes is inevitable.
I wish I would have saw that too. It's a little bit, hey, the team
Arrowhead
itself.
Allies, Tuesday night at 6 p.m.
This is where the Chiefs don't get enough credit for how fucking tough they are. They don't get the credit, right? Oh, the 49ers in the Super Bowl in 20. Oh, they're amazing on offense. They run the ball. Can the Chiefs handle the physicality? They did. Oh, the Titans and Derrick Henry, they're not going to be able to stop the run. They did. Oh, my gosh, it's the greatest offensive line we've ever seen in the last 15 years in the Eagles last year. They're going to run the ball over the Chiefs. No, they didn't, right? So that is one thing the Chiefs don't get enough credit for is their physicality and their the Ravens are the baddest dudes in the NFL. Whoop that butt, right? So I do think that's where the Chiefs are really special, let alone their love of the lights and the big show.
Another little thing I noticed when it comes to the Niners giving up in the run game is they've got a guy, Nick Bosa, who likes to just get after the quarterback.
Yeah.
And they got Chase Young. Hey, big, sexy name, but now he just likes to get after the quarterback. Someone's got to stop the run.
Yeah, well, I think one of the other things I'd say watch out for this game is Nick Allegretti versus Javon Hargrave, right? As the game went on in the AFC Championship game, Matabuke started to have his way with Allegretti, right? Hargrave has kind of underperformed this year a little bit, but he can make up for all of that if he comes out and has a kick-ass game here against Allegretti, right?
For
So
sure.
I certainly look at it that way. Hey, Nick Bosa's a special player.
Oh, definitely.
That's definitely another part of this game. Your tackles who have been better as of late, they're already calling out the holding because they're trying to get that on the ref's radar, right? He is a difference maker. Chase Young, I don't think you got to worry about him a whole lot.
Yeah.
I honestly think Randy Gregory's a better pass rusher than Chase Young.
You heard it, Chase.
Yeah.
Chris, I mean, the Pro Football Talk, the NBC Sports, the Peacock stage over here, it keeps getting bigger. You're right next to McAfee. You've done so many great things. I used to draft you on Madden from when you could import the draft classes from Texas and the NFL.
Damn.
How long until this stage is bigger than the McAfee stage? And the rest of us just don't even bother showing up because you and Mike Florio, what you guys are doing.
Oh, well, thank you.
Taking over, man.
Thank you.
Great.
I mean, listen, I'd be all for it if we could just make this whole thing our show and just say, hey, you guys get out of here and just listen to what we say.
You'd have less people hovering around you, at least, right?
The hoverers.
Hey, man.
Thanks, man. But thanks for having me. We're working. We like football, as you know. I love studying it, and I try to give my honest as can be take on every game and every aspect of it.
Just remember us as the Mint guys for next year in New Orleans.
I'm stealing the Mints.
I mean,
take as many as you want.
Who would have thought? There's just such little sustenance. There's no water. We try to survive out here. It's Vegas. I don't know how we're doing it, but
there's a lot of guys with bad breath is what I know. That's why I'm taking it, because I was like, damn, I smelled a few guys' breath. I was like, maybe mine smells like that, so I need to put it in my mouth.
Next interview, you can hand them out. So.
Right.
Chris, thank you so much, man. You're the best.
Thanks,
Always
guys.
an honor.